Om Dakshinasya Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Pariyanta Smarya Guru Parampara Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaran Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Vande Bhagavantau punah punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Parijnanashrama Shri Guru Shankara Parijnanashrama Shankara Sadguru Keshava Vamana Krishna Panduranga Ananda Parignana Guru Sadyo Jata Shankara Sadguru Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryankaravavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. So we started the 47th verse in the last session, and the 47th verse reads, Anirvinnasthavishto bhur dharmayupo mahamakaha nakshatra nemi nakshatri kshamakshama samihanaha. So we saw the first name also in the last session, Anirvinnaha. Anirvinnaha means the one who is never tired of whatever he is doing, because Bhagwan Vishnu is somebody who's doing such a daksha job, with so much dakshata, continuously, constantly. There are creations, sthiti, resolutions happening again and again and again, all over again and again. Creation of the jivas, creation of the universe as a karma phala data. So much of a responsibility for Lord Vishnu, but he never gets tired of it. Lord Vishnu is Anirvinnaha because he never gets tired of it. Why he doesn't get tired? Because he is not a limited upadhi like us. That is number one. Bhagwan is Bhagavan, full of 6 bhagas. That is all the courage, valor, the Shakti required, the resources required, the Jnanam required, everything is in full measure. When everything is in full measure, then there is nothing left for depending upon anything else or anybody or any other instrument. Independently, Lord Vishnu as Ishvara, as the Samashti, with that inexhaustible Maya Shakti, is capable of taking care of all these things, the laws of the universe, the various cosmic laws under the laws of the universe, which are nothing but Lord Vishnu's commands. And these are the ones which are running the whole universe and running such a big system. Lord Vishnu is never fed up or tired. So that's why Lord Vishnu is known as Anirvinna. Then the next name comes, 436th Nama, Sthavishtaha. Sthavishtaha means the one who manifests as the samashti sthula prapancha. Virat Rupena he manifests. So Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Vairaja Rupena Sthitaha, therefore he is Sthavishtaha. Vairaja Rupa means what? Virat Rupa. What is Virat? Sthulaha, Samashti Sthula Prapanchaha. Samashti Sthula Prapancha Rupena he manifests. Because Ishvara is what? Samashti Sthula Prapancha, Sukshma Prapancha, Karana Prapancha is nothing but Lord. It's nothing but Lord Vishnu or Ishvara. So here, specifically, Virat Rupena Jayate, not Jayate, Virat Rupena Sthitaha. The one who is available, the one who is manifest in the form of the Virat Swarupa. That's what we saw in Bhagavad Gita in the chapter 11. He manifested as what? Lord Krishna. He manifested as nothing but the Virat Swarupa. Virat Swarupa means what? Arjuna saw that the entire universe, Lord Krishna was available as the Virat Swarupa. That's what is called as Vishwarupa Darshanaha. Sthavishtaha. So Sthavishtaha means the one who is manifest in the form of the Sthula, Samashti Sthula Prapancha. Then comes the 437th Nama, Abhuhu. Abhuhu means the one who is unborn. Ajaha. We say Ajo Nitya Shashvatoyam Purana. Abhuhu. The one who is in the form of existence and the one who is never born. The one who is always there. Bhu means what? The one who is always there. He is not born again and again. He does not get born and dies again. So it is Bhu who means in the form of existence. Lord Vishnu exists in all three periods of time. Trikale api tishtati iti. He is Satrupena tishtati, Chitrupena tishtati. As existence, at the same time, he is unborn, Abhuhu. Then we saw one name called as Bhimaha some time back, maybe 2 sessions back. And due to some grammatical rules, I won't explain, go into deeper thing. Bhima can also be, sort of expressed as Abhimaha. So I told you that Bhimaha means the one who causes, who is a source of fear. Abhima means the one who is not a source of fear. Similarly here, Abhuhu, by the same grammatical rules, can be interpreted as Bhuhu also. Abhuhu and Bhuhu. Bhuhu can also mean existence and earth. Bhuhu means Bhumi, Bhu, Prithvi, existence, earth. Therefore, he is what? Abhuhu, Bhuhu. Abhuhu means the one who's never born, the one who's always present in the form of existence, and in as Bhu, when the A is removed according to certain valid grammatical rules, then Bhu becomes Bhuhu means becomes again the one who is Bhavati, the one who is existing always. At the same time, it can also mean the earth. It can also mean the earth. And of course, what are they? What are the, ultimately, he is there all the time as existence in all the 5 elements, in the earth and the entire universe. Therefore, he is called as Abhuhu and Bhu. Then 438, Dharma Yupaha. Dharma Yupaha. Now, in the Vedic days, when certain yajnas were done, certain rituals were done, there was a post which was there called as Yupaha. And the yajnas which were done with the presence of this established Yupaha were called as Kratus. Without the Yupaha, they were called as Yajna. They're the same Yajna, but they were the Yupas, to which certain Yajnas required an animal to be tied there. For example, in an Ashwamedha Yaga, an Ashwa is tied there to the Yupa. Yupa means a post, an octagonal post made up of a certain kind of a wood to which an animal is tied. So now, this is what is called as the Dharma Yupaha. So that he says, so Dharma Yupa means what here? Here, the Yupa that is meant by Dharma Yupa is that Yupa, I gave you the meaning. What is the Yupa? And here, Dharma Yupa means that center or that central aspect of all dharmas, or like the nabhi of a ratha, like the axle of a wheel. Ultimately, all the spokes come and join the axle. Similarly, here we have found that Dharma Yupa means all the dharmas are settled or centered on Lord Vishnu. That means Lord Vishnu or Ishvara is the center of all the dharmas. All the dharmas. Dharmas means a dharmic way of life. At the same time, dharma means even the qualities, the qualifications, qualities of anything. For example, we have all, in our minds, we have all the emotional dharmas, like maybe anger, jealousy, whatever it is. So then there are physical dharmas, physical laws. Then there is some kind of an ethical dharma. So all the dharmas, all the orders are centered on Lord Vishnu. Therefore, he is called as the Dharma Yupaha. Dharma Yupaha means what? He is the center of everything. That is why it is said that hold on to Lord Vishnu, because he is the center of everything. All the dharmas, all the attributes, dharmas of the body, dharmas of the mind, dharmas of the world, the ways of the world, the laws, everything being the Dharma Yupaha, the unshakable center of all the dharmas, is called as Dharma Yupaha. What it means for a bhakta or a sadhaka is hold on. Hold on to that particular Yupaha, which is the center of the entire, all the dharmas that are there, which I'm a part of. Every jiva is a part of all those dharmas, isn't it? Without them, I cannot exist. I'm a part of all these dharmas and I have to hold on to Lord Vishnu. Then comes 439. Mahamakhaha. Mahamakhaha. Mahamakhaha means what? Any oblation or offering offered to Lord Vishnu makes that offering great. One who makes a yajna great, who? Lord Vishnu, is the one who makes any kind of an offering to him in the form of a prayer, in the form of a yajna, in the form of a sacrifice, fire ritual, whatever it is. The one who makes every ritual great, every offering great. Therefore, it is said that ultimately, he makes, makha mahan. Makha mahan means whatever is done as an offering in the form of a yajna, in the form of any kind of a ritual, it becomes absolutely great, sacred, sanctified. And who is this sanctifier? Lord Vishnu. That's why Yajno Vai Vishnu he is called as. Lord Vishnu itself is in the form of Yajna. Yajno Vai Vishnu is called. Then comes the 440. 400 and 440, that the name is Nakshatra Nemihi. Nakshatra Nemihi. What is the meaning of Nakshatra Nemihi? Nemihi again means the center. Nemi again means like a yupa, the support. The central support of anything is called as Nemihi. Like I mentioned for yupa, similarly, the center, the axle of a wheel, whatever is the central thing which holds, which supports whatever is around it, it is called as the Nemi. So, what is a nakshatra Nemi? He is the center of all the nakshatras. He is the center of all the nakshatras. What does it mean? He is the center of all nakshatras. So, it means that he is the one around whom all the stars, including our own Milky Way stars, our great stars, sun and other stars, they all revolve around. Nakshatra Nemi. all the nakshatras, all the luminaries, all the, galaxies, they all go around him as the cosmic law of holding on to all the objects in the universe and the universes which are literally circling in a great speed around him. So he is a nemi. Okay, so it is a samuha. A samuha of nakshatras are there. For example, every galaxy is considered to be a group of stars. Like our Milky Way is a group of stars and planets. Similarly, there are millions of galaxies and groups of planets. And what is said here is, as a nakshatra nemi, he is the one who's the center around which the whole universe, in the form of the nakshatra samuhas and the galaxies, is just moving around. Okay, that is the meaning of the center of the entire universe. You can take it as the center of the entire universe. Next comes the 441st nama, Nakshatri. Nakshatri, the Lord of all the nakshatras, especially for us here. And who is the Lord of nakshatras according to our scriptures? Moon is the Lord of all nakshatras. Uduraja, he is called as Uduraja. Also, the Raja of all the nakshatras. So, Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Chandra Rupena Nakshatri. So, Lord Vishnu in the form of moon. For example, what does Lord Krishna say in the Vibhuti Yoga in the 10th chapter? I am there as moon in all the luminaries. Isn't it? I shine with my very gentle and cool rays. I am the moon among all the luminaries. So what is said here is, among stars, he says, Nakshatranam ahamasmi. I am that among the nakshatras. I am the one who's the chief of them, the center of them. Chandra Rupena Nakshatri. So I am the moon. So what is Lord Vishnu? He's the sun also, he's the moon also, he's the nakshatras also, he's the center of the whole universe also, he is the universe also, he is the Karanam, he's the Karyam, the Karta, okay, everything. And therefore Chandra Rupena. Though we can say everything is Lord Vishnu, but that everything what it is, in these 1,000 names, some of the everything is given here. So nakshatra is Chandra Rupena Nakshatri, as the Lord of all the nakshatras. Then next comes the 442 name, Kshamaha. Kshamaha. Kshamaha means the one who has the capacity to be patient and tolerant. Very patient and tolerant, like Mother Earth. How is our Mother Earth? Very patient and tolerant. No? So, like the Mother Earth, it's nothing but Lord Vishnu again. So, patient and tolerant. Kshamaha also means a person who is very efficient. Dakshaha. Kshami means capable of doing something. The one who has the kshamata of doing something. Whatever task is given, Vishnu has the kshamata or the capacity, the capability, the courage to do it. So kshamaha means a tolerant one, tolerates anything. Sahaha, we saw one word, one nama, just a few sessions ago. Sahaha, sahamanaha, the one who can tolerate. Same thing here. Kshamaha means the one who tolerates, at the same time the one who is very, very dakshaha. Then comes 443, Kshamaha. Previous one was Kshamaha, now it is Kshamaha. Kshamaha means the one who is very lean, the one who looks wasted. It's as though at the time of Pralaya, when everything is resolved into Lord Vishnu in Maya, then the Sthavishta Vishnu, who manifested as the Samashti Sthula Sharira, becomes as though he is wasted, as though he is very weak. Therefore, he is called as Kshamaha, because nothing is left behind there. The one who manifested with this robust universe, especially as the one Sthavishta, as the big Sthula Prapancha, Suddenly nothing is left behind. So Lord Vishnu is called as the Kshamaha, or the weakened one, or the one who looks emaciated at the end of the creation, at the end of the Kalpa. Then 444, Samihanaha. Samihanaha. Again, the meaning is Dakshaha, Kshami, the one who's able to do well whatever he's supposed to do. Whatever he's supposed to do, is supposed to do it very efficiently. Okay, so Samihanaha means the one who's able to do everything very, very well. That is why we invoke Lord when we do anything, when we begin anything, because everything has to go on very well. Whatever we have started has to happen well, go on very well. Therefore, we invoke whom? Lord Vishnu, because he is a Samihanaha, the one in whose presence everything functions well, the one who himself functions with utmost dakshata and kshamata. Then we have the next 48th verse now. यज्ञ इज्जो महेज्यश्च क्रतुः सत्रं सताङ्गतिः सर्वदर्शी विमुक्तात्मा सर्वज्ञो ज्ञानमुत्तमम्. Yajnaha. Again repetition. We saw that earlier also. Dharma Yupaha, Yajnaha. This name will come again. Yajno vai Vishnu. We saw that. I said that particular thing. The Vedas themselves say that Yajna itself is Lord Vishnu. So, Yajnaha means the one who exists in the form of all the yajnas, all the rituals, all the prayers. Why? Ultimately, all offerings, all prayers, everything goes to Lord Vishnu only. Because he's the center, he's the Dharma Yupa, all our offerings are going to go to him only. Therefore, he's called as the Yajnaha, all rituals. Anything that is offered, anything that is done with a worshipful intention can be called as a Yajna. Now, what is going on between us? That I am speaking, you're listening, we are talking Shastra, this is a Jnana Yajna. That is why Gita Yajnas were earlier called as Jnana Yajnas. So, any activity centered around the Lord can be called as Yajnaha. Any activity where there is a lot of commitment to do something is also called Yajnaha. That is why a Mahatma used to always say that bringing up the children is a big yajna. It's a yaga, it's a yajna. It's true, because it takes so much of my effort, time, thinking, so many things, and therefore, any job done, taking Ishvara into consideration, keeping Ishvara on my side, becomes a yajna, and therefore, Ishvara is yajna. Okay? Following my own swadharma, that is also yajna. Doing whatever I am doing truthfully, ethically, following my swadharma, without falling in the clutches of, wanting more and more, doing a nishkama karma, doing a nishkama puja, whatever it is, everything comes under yajna. So, any activity that I do in conformity with dharma, centered on the Lord, centered on Ishvara, centered on Lord Vishnu, is called as yajna. Therefore, Bhagwan Vishnu becomes yajna in the form of the dharma or dharma yupa, the center of dharma. Then 446. Ijyaha. If Lord Vishnu is the yajna, who is worshipped? Who's the one who is worshipped in a yajna? Ijyaha, the one who is worshipped, he is also Lord Vishnu. If yajna is the Vishnu, if the yajna yupa is Lord Vishnu, Ijya is also Vishnu, Lord Vishnu only, for whom I am offering this entire offering, whatever I do, in the form of yajna. My own swadharma, my own everyday job that I do from morning to evening, I take Ishvara as the Dharma Yupa there and offer all my actions with sincerity, then it becomes Yajna. My Swadharma becomes a Yajna and Lord Vishnu becomes the Ijyaha. Ijyaha means the one who's worshipped. All our worship ultimately goes to Ishvara or Lord Vishnu in various forms. Through various forms of my Ishta Devatas, it goes to the same center. Okay. Then in the next 447, Mahejyaha, Maha-Ijyaha. The previous Nama was Ijyaha, the one who is actually worshipped, to whom all the worship goes. Maha-Ijyaha means the greatest to be worshipped. That which is the greatest, which is worshipped. Naturally, there is only one Lord Vishnu. There's nobody else, nothing else. Ishvara. Ishvara means what? The Samashti. Ishvara is the one who is the Maha-Ijya. There's nothing other than that. Maybe I may do all my offerings and my this one through a particular Ishta Devata. I may think of Hanuman, I may think of Lord Krishna, as my Ijyaha, my Ishta Devata. Through to that Devata, I offer prayers. I go to a Hanuman temple and offer my prayers. Fine. But ultimately, through that, where does it go? To the Maha Ijyaha. To Lord Vishnu, he is Maha Ijyaha. And what does Lord Vishnu do? He gives me the phalas through the very Ishta Devatas I prayed through. That's what Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita also. Whichever form they worship me in that particular form itself, I will give them the results of their prayers. So similarly here, he is the Maha-Ijyaha. Okay. One more reason to call him as Maha-Ijyaha is he is the one ultimately who can give me moksha. He is the greatest, the worship of whom can give me moksha. And therefore, he is also called as Maha-Ijyaha. Literally, all that is offered goes to him. Then 448. Kratuhu. Kratuhu means what? I told you just when we talked about yajnas. Any yajna where this kind of a yupa or a octagonal post is there to tie an animal. That is what is called as a kratuhu. The difference between yajna and yupa is yupa sahita yajna is called as kratuhu. So Bhagwan Shankaracharya says yupa sahito yajna kratuhu. Kratuhu means kratuhu means it is the same. It is a kind of an yajna, a kind of a yaga, in which we have a particular way of tying an animal to a particular center, which is called as the yupa. So this in the form of the kratu also. Then comes 449, now name Satram. Okay. Satram. Satram means what? The one, Satra actually means again a ritual only. So this particular, last one or two stotras are talking a lot about our, worship in the form of yajnas. Of course, yajnas in the Vedic way of life were very, very important. Simple yajnas like Agnihotra onwards to Ashwamedha, there were multiple yajnas which were done. But in today's world, these yajnas and kratus, they are not significant for us, but the same thing is told to be done by us in the form of Pancha Mahayajnas, which I discussed in detail in Bhagavad Gita when we did the third chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So Satra means the one who is available in the form of a ritual or a yajna where a number of scholarly people have gathered, learned people, Vaidikas, Advaryus, then Hotas, all of them have gathered together to do a particular ritual. A lot of People have gathered there for this particular activity. So this is called as a satra. So where a number of people like Rigvedis, Yajurvedis, Samavedis, Atharvanavedis, there is sometimes so many Ritviks are there. There may be 16, there may be more. So many learned people, scholarly people who have come together, who have joined together to conduct a ritual. That's called as the satra. So like we have yajna, like we have kratu, satra also has the same meaning, and that is also nothing but Lord Vishnu. Then 450. Satangatihi. Satangatihi. The ultimate end or goal of all Satpurushas. Who are the Satpurushas? The Bhaktas, number one. The Moksha Purusharthis. Jignasu Bhaktas. Even Artha Bhaktas, Artharthi Bhaktas, initially, yes, they are initially after something for material gains. But later, when they become Jignasu Bhaktas, Ishvara becomes their very end. Their very end. So these are for bhaktas, for mumukshus, he is the ultimate end. For dharmic people, he is the ultimate end. Because it is Lord Vishnu who protects the dharmic people. It is Lord Vishnu who takes, he is the way, he is the marga also, he is the goal also to take the jignasu bhaktas towards himself, which is the final goal. And therefore he is satam gatihi. Satam mumukshunam na anya gatihi iti satam gatihi. That's what Bhagavan Shankaracharya says. For Satpurushas, for mumukshus, there is no other goal other than Ishvara. Therefore he is called as Satangatihi. Then we go to 451, Sarvadarshi. Sarvadarshi, the one who sees everything. If you remember in childhood, we were told, no, God sees everything. He's all the time seeing. Therefore, be careful. You should not do anything wrong. You should not do any adharmic activity. That's how they used to tell us in childhood. But Sarvadarshi, Lord, it is told in what was told to us was real, but told in such a way that we as children understood that. And what is a Sarvadarshi? The one who sees everything. What is the meaning of seeing everything? Kritam and akritam. Whatever I have done, whatever I have not done, because of which the karma phalas accrue to me appropriately. Not somebody else's karma phala doesn't come to me. My karma phala does not go to somebody else. Therefore, here Shankaracharya Bhagavan says, Sarvesham praninam krita kritam sarvam pashyati swabhavikena bodhena iti sarvadarshi. Because Bhagavan is samagra jnanam. All eyes are Bhagavan's eyes. The drishti behind every eye is Bhagavan. Therefore, Sahasrakshaha, eyes everywhere, thousands of eyes everywhere. And therefore, Bhagavan is a Sarvadarshi. In what way? Sarvesham praninam krita kritam sarvam pashyati. Kritam akritam sarvam pashyati. How? In the form of karma phaladata, in the form of the law of karma. He is the seer of all actions and he is the giver of the results of all actions. So he is a Sarvadarshi. Then 452, Vimuktatma. Vimuktaha, ever liberated, not bound by his own Maya Shakti. No avidya, no trace of avidya. Maya can do avaranam to the jiva. But Maya cannot do avaranam to Ishvara. Maya is the total mind. Maya is that which is the mind of Ishvara. So Maya cannot, form a veil over Ishvara. Therefore, it is ever free. Why are we bound? Because of avidya. Why are we bound? Because we think we are limited body, mind, sense complex. Upadhi rupena api, Lord Vishnu as Ishvara is samashti upadhi, unlimited upadhi, and no covering by avidya. So a samashti upadhi, all powerful, at the same time the one who is not covered, the one who is not afflicted by avidya. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is called as the Vimuktatma. He is Vimuktatma. This is a very Swarupam of Ishvara. It is not like the various manifestations. It is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Atma, we say. So many times I have used this, which Bhagwan Shankaracharya always uses in all his bhashyas. What is Atma Swarupam? Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupa Atma. So Vimuktatma is Lord Vishnu is the Mukta Swarupa Atma. Atma Rupena Mukta Swarupa Atma. And though he is the creator, sustainer, and the resolver of the universe, nothing really affects him. There is no dosha of doership. Kartritva, bhoktritva dosha is not there. That's why Lord Krishna says, though I created this whole thing, I'm not affected. There's no lepa of anything that I have done. So nothing gets stuck to me. There is no lepa. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is Vimuktatma. 453. Sarvajnaha. Sarvajnaha. The one who is everything and the one who knows everything. The all-knowing consciousness. The all-knowing consciousness. Sarvajnaha, Sarvavit. Both. All-knower in general and in specifics also. All-knower is Lord Vishnu. So therefore he is Sarvajnaha. So, okay. So that is, this is what he says is Sarvascha asau Jnascha iti Sarvajnaha. The one who knows, the one who is everything and knows everything as consciousness. It's only the consciousness which is Sarvajnaha and the one which can know everything also. Then Jnanam Uttamam 454. Jnanam Uttamam. He is that very highest knowledge. What is this highest knowledge? This is nothing but Brahma Vidya, Atma Jnanam, Prakrishtam Jnanam, the supreme knowledge. All knowledges are ultimately yes, but this is here. He is in the form of, he is that Brahman. He is in the form of Brahma Vidya. He is the Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Karta also. The one how to get this Vidya down to the from Guru to Shishya. Therefore, he is what? He is Jnanam Uttamam. Okay, so he is the Sarvasya Sadhakam iti Jnanam Uttamam Brahma. He is the Jnanam Uttamam, the one who is in the form of the supreme knowledge, and his knowledge is limitless. Samagra Jnanam, the one who is limitless knowledge. And therefore, it is Jnanam Uttamam here means Lord Vishnu is described here as Brahman, like Sarvajna. The Sarvajna, naturally, when you say Sarvajna, it is Jnanam Uttamam. Then now we come to the 49th verse, Stotra. We come. Suvrata Sumukha Sukshmaha Sughosha Sukhada Suhrit Manoharojita Krodho Virabahur Vidaranaha. 455. Suvrataha. Suvrataha. What is the meaning of vrataha? A discipline or a commitment. I have a commitment to do something. I'm disciplined enough to do something. That particular thing is called as vrataha. We can say in English, we can call it a vow. But I think there is no real translation to this word vrataha. Suvrataha. Suvrataha means what? The one whose commitment is Shobhanam. The one whose commitment is Su, means that which is very, very auspicious. Very auspicious and great is his commitment. Okay, so commitment in what? Protecting the dharma, paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya cha dushkritam, dharma samsthapanarthaya, giving abhaya to the, bhaktas, commitment to the law of karma, commitment as kala to see that everything happens in time, commitment as a support of the entire universe, not a shaky adhishtanam. Therefore, he is the one who is a suvrata. Okay? Suvrata commitment also, we can say various Bhagwan's laws, unfailing laws. It's not as if today Bhagwan decides that I will do this tomorrow. No, 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 no. We will change this, we will do this. No. However, the whole universe has to function. It is determined. It is absolutely full of laws. And ultimately, Bhagwan is committed to these laws. In the form of karma phala data also, there is no mistake. Today, if I am suffering something, it's not that by mistake somebody else's suffering has come to be. No. Bhagwan cannot go wrong there. He is the one with the total, unwavering commitment as the very dharma in everything that is happening in this whole universe. Then the next 4, 5, 6. Sumukhaha. Sumukhaha. Okay. What is Sumukhaha? The one with a beautiful face. The one with a very, adorable face. We call Lord Ganesha also Sumukha, if you remember, because he has such a pretty and a cute face. So Ganesha is also called Sumukhaha. Okay, therefore he is called as Sumukhaha. Okay, a face which is very, very beautiful and gives me a lot of happiness and peace when I look at that particular face. Okay. Also, Sumukhaha means it is through this Lord, through Ishvara, through Lord Vishnu, as all the Shastric Upadeshas come. Lord Vishnu, as Dakshinamurthy, is the Adi Guru. Lord Vishnu, as Hayagriva, is the Adi Guru. So, in various forms, Lord Vishnu gives out this teaching, and he brings out all the teaching. So Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Sarva Vidya Upadeshena Sumukhaha. The one who's the giver of all knowledge, especially this Brahma Vidya, Sumukhaha, or he gives the other name, meaning, Shobhanam Mukham Asya iti Sumukhaha. The one who has a beautiful face is Sumukhaha. The one from whose mouth all the Vidyas have come, especially the Brahma Vidya Upadesha has started. Therefore, the teaching is, which has come. Therefore, he is called as Sumukhaha. Then 4, 5, 7. Sukshmaha. Sukshmat Sukshmataram Nityam. We saw that in the Upanishad. Sukshmat Sukshmataram. Anoraniyan. Subtler than the subtlest. Subtler than the space. That means what? There is absolutely no matter in it. There is no matter in Vishnu, Lord Vishnu whatsoever. He is the Sukshmat Sukshmataram. Subtler than the subtlest. So the one who is present everywhere in the subtlest form. The grosser one becomes, the less pervasive it becomes. But Bhagwan Vishnu, being Sukshmat Sukshmataram Nityam, so he is the Brahman or Atma. This is the Swarupam of Lord Vishnu. Atmarupena, Brahmarupena, Sarvagatatvena, Sukshvat Sukshmataram. Sarvagatatvena, he is there, in everything. Is there in everything as the very Adhishtanam, as the very Upadana Karanam. Therefore, he is Sukshmat Sukshmataram. That's why he is Sukshmaha, the subtlest, the one who is so subtle that not available for grossification, not available for our objectification. Then comes 458. Sughoshaha. Sughoshaha. The auspicious sound is Lord Vishnu. The auspicious mantras, the sound that is coming of the auspicious mantras. Ghosha means what? The voice or the sound. Veda Ghosha means what? When the Vedikas are chanting, in a proper swara, that voice which comes out is a Ghosha. So then, what is it? That is the Ghosha of Bhagavan. Sughoshaha. Vedas are the Ghosha of Bhagavan. It's the Vedas which come out of the Bhagavan's mouth. We say that Bhagavan as though breathes out the Vedas at the time of the creation. Therefore, Sughoshaha means Bhagavan Vishnu in the very form of Vedas. Okay, Veda is Lord Vishnu, Vishnu is Veda, Ishvara and Veda cannot be separated. Then 459, Sukhadaha. Sukhadaha. This name also will come again. It has come before also. The one who gives happiness. The one who is the very source of happiness. So he says, Sat Vrittanam Sukham Dadati. To the dharmic people, those who reach him, surrender to him, he is the source of happiness. What about those who do not include Lord Vishnu in their lives? Asadvrittanam sukham dhyati khandayati iti sukhadaha. So both the meanings. Sukha daha, the one who gives sukha, and the one who can be a source of dukkha also, can destroy or cut the sukha also. So for bhaktas, those who have Lord Vishnu by their side, and dharmic, for them, Lord Vishnu is Abhaya Swarupa. He is what? He is Sukhadaha, the one who gives happiness. And for those who are not, those who are obstructing the presence of Vishnu in their lives, for such people, he can even be the person, not person, he can even be the force which is to be feared with. We cannot take Vishnu as a person. I'm sorry if I've said as person. Vishnu is not a person. Vishnu is a samashti. We have given a form for our personal, convenience. We have given a certain form to Lord Vishnu. But Lord Vishnu is actually a formless, all-pervading Jagat Adhikaran, Adhishtanam. And therefore, with such a person, we can say Sukhadaha, Ananta Rupena, Purnatva Swarupena. He is the one who is the source of happiness. Then 460, Suhrit. Suhrit means, where have you seen this Suhrit? In Bhagavad Gita in chapter 6. Isn't it? A jnani who is equal to Suhrit, Mitraha, Arihi, Madhyastaha. Do you remember? The one who is same. The one who has got, who does not distinguish between people as friends and foes. So Suhrit means the one who is helpful without expecting anything in return. That is a Suhrit. Suhrid Mitraha Arihi Madhyastaha, Lord Krishna says in the 6th chapter. Same here. Suhrit means Lord is always there with me. He doesn't expect anything from me. I have to connect to the Lord. Lord is already connected to all of us. He is the only connection we have. There's no other connection. All our other connections are all false. They are the breakable connections. Lord Vishnu is the only connection which all of us have. Okay? And he does not expect, Ishvara does not expect anything from us. I have to be connected to Ishvara and I have to partake the grace of Ishvara. If I am a bhakta, if I surrender, I partake in the grace of Ishvara. And whatever I get in return is according to my prarabdha. And Bhagwan does not expect anything in return from me. If I am dharmic, if I follow the path of dharma, if I offer everything that I do, taking into consideration presence of Lord Vishnu as everything, then what I get is nothing but Lord Himself. And Lord Vishnu is a Suhrit because He is not giving me something to be returned. He is not doing something for a particular benefit. Therefore, He is Suhrit, beneficial to me in every way without expecting anything in return. That's why sometimes, when we go to the temples and say, if you do this, hey, oh Lord, I will break 108 coconuts. What is this? Is this what the Lord is expecting of me? All the coconuts in the world are His. Giving 108 coconuts and breaking in front of the, what is it? That is not so. I may do it for my own particular personal as a dana or as a offering. It's okay. But that is not what Lord Vishnu is expecting. So the one who is a Suhrit, willing to do anything for the bhakta without any expectations. Then 461, Manoharaha, the one who robs the mind of a devotee with his beauty. Manoharaha. The glories of Lord Vishnu everywhere in this universe, they also rob our minds, isn't it? When I see the beautiful mountains of Himalayas, the beautiful rivers, my mind is lost for some time. Manoharaha. Lord Vishnu, in the form of everything he manifests, in the form of all his glories, is Manoharaha. Then 462, Jitakrodhaha. Jitakrodhaha, the one who has conquered anger. That means what? To a bhakta, to a mumukshu, he is very, very pleasing. When does Lord get angry? When an adharmi, a person, a rakshasa or an asura is going out of the path of dharma and harming the existence, then only the swarupam or the rupam or the manifestation of Lord takes up the form of an angry god like Rudra. But otherwise, he's a Jita Krodaha. Okay? So, even when there are situations for anger, he does not get angry. We see that in Lord Krishna's life also, in Mahabharatam also, we see. There are so many instances where he is literally triggered, but then he does not show his anger. So, Jita Krodaha. Then 463, Veera Bahuhu. Veera Bahuhu. His bahus are full of strength. Because who is he? Samagra Balam, Samagra Viryam, Samagra Yashas. So he represents valor and strength. So Lord Krishna says, no, the valor and strength in every valorous person is me. So he is Veera Bahuhu. Then 464. Vidaranaha. Vidaranaha. The one who destroys the adharmic people. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. So the one who is adharmikan vidarayati iti vidaranaha. Vidaranam means tearing apart. Tearing apart is called as vidaranam. So the one who tears apart those who are adharmic and causing harm to the universe, harm to the dharmic people, to the sadhus, for such people, he is a vidaraka. He is a person who is a vidarana. Vidarayati iti vidaranaha. So he is a destroyer of the asuras and the adharmic people. Next, we'll go to the 50th verse here. Swapana swavasho vyapi naikatma naika karmakrit vatsaro vatsalo vatsi ratna garbho dhanishvaraha. We'll see how much we can do. We have just about 4 minutes left, but doesn't matter. He says, Swapanaha, Swapanaha, the one who helps in making someone sleep. In the form of sleep also he is available. Swapanaha. Praninaha swapayan atma sambodha viduran mayaya kurvan swapanaha. Maya, because of Maya, sattva, rajas, tamo gunas. When the tamo guna becomes predominant, then one wants to sleep. The one who makes everybody to sleep in our daily lives, especially for every jiva, and at the end of the pralaya, at the end, he makes everyone, the whole universe, go to sleep. But he is away. Lord Vishnu as Atma is all the time awake. That's why there is a term in our Upanishads, the one who is always awake, without even blinking the eyelids. He's called as Alupta Drik. So, one of the Swarupa Lakshanas of Atma or Brahman is this Alupta Drik. The body, mind, sense complex goes to sleep, but Atma never goes to sleep. Throughout the avasthatrayas, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti avasthas, what is awake is the Atma. Lord Vishnu in the form of Atma, the consciousness. Alupta Druk. So he is called as Swapanaha. Makes everybody goes to sleep, but he himself is all the time awake. Then Swavashaha. Swavashaha. Independent. Swatantrena vartate. Does not require the help of anybody else, anything else. In his presence, Maya creates this whole universe. Lord is the, the Karanam, the Karyam, the Karta, Karanam, everything. All the Karakas in a karma is Lord Vishnu. Therefore, he says here, he is independent. Swatantraha, Swavashaya, where Jagat Utpatti Sthiti Laya Hetutvat. Shankaracharya Bhagwan says, does not require anybody for this Jagat Srishti, Sthiti and Laya. So I think we will stop with this because we won't be able to complete the Nandantu sadhaka sarve vinashyantu vidushakaha avastha shambhavi mestu prasannostu gurus sada sarve bhavantu sukhinaha sarve santu niramayaha sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukkham apnuyat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Tat Sat.